So if you're a nonfiction author, you've probably got this huge question looming over you. For your next audiobook, do you hire a human or do you use an AI? It's a big deal. And honestly, by 2026, the answer is probably not what you'd expect. So let's really break down the data and see what's what. Okay, let's be real for a second. Can a piece of software, an algorithm, really do your book justice? Can it possibly capture the nuance, the authority, the very essence of your work? You know, until very recently, the answer was a hard no, not even close. But things have changed a lot. The technology has crossed this incredible threshold, and for most nonfiction authors, the answer today is a very surprising and very loud yes. So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the big problem, what I call the audiobook bottleneck. Then, we'll dive into the AI revolution that's changing everything. After that, we'll do a head-to-head comparison, human versus AI. We'll analyze the new economic reality of it all, and finally, I'm going to give you a simple, straightforward playbook to put all this into action. Right, so why is it that so many fantastic, insightful nonfiction books just never get an audio version? It's a huge missed opportunity, and the reason? Well, it comes down to a production process that for way too many authors is just fundamentally broken. I mean, if you've ever tried to produce an audiobook the old way, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The pain is real. It's the nightmare of getting a narrator to pronounce a term like acetylcholinesterase correctly for the 47th time. It's the costly, agonizingly slow revisions, and trying to maintain the exact same tone and energy across weeks of recording. Yeah, good luck. It's nearly impossible. But let's just talk about the hard numbers, because that's where it really stings. The financial reality is a production timeline that can easily stretch out to 3 months. And the cost? We're talking thousands of dollars. For most authors, especially if you're independent, that's just too big of a gamble. It kills the project before it even has a chance to live. But, and this is the exciting part, in just the last couple of years, the entire landscape has shifted. A powerful new option has come onto the scene that directly addresses every single one of those pain points we just talked about. So what's the big breakthrough? It's this. In controlled, scientific listening tests, modern AI narration has become, and this is the key phrase, indistinguishable from human speech. We are not talking about that clunky, robotic voice from your old GPS. No way. This is production-grade, professional audio that meets and often exceeds what listeners expect today. The technology driving this forward are models like Narration Box's NBV2. And here's the best way to think about it. This isn't a robot reading your book. It's more like a digital voice actor that you get to direct. It actually understands the emotion in your text, it speaks over 60 languages natively, and it gives you, the author, incredible fine-tuned control. So, the moment of truth. How do these two options really stack up against each other when it comes to the things that matter most to you as an author? Let's put them side by side and do a direct comparison. First up, and this one is just jaw-dropping, the cost. An average human-narrated project will set you back around $4,000. With AI, you're looking at about $100. That's not a small difference. That is a complete disruption of the entire economic model. It's a total game changer. And then there's the speed. What used to be a massive project that would take up your whole quarter with endless coordination and scheduling can now become a weekend project. You can literally go from your finished manuscript to distribution-ready audio files in a couple of days. It's wild. Now, for nonfiction authors, this next one is huge. Pronunciation. You know the drill. You have to create these long, complex guides for a human narrator, and they still might get some of your technical terms wrong. Well, an AI model that's been trained on over 60 languages already knows how to pronounce eudaimonia or schadenfreude perfectly. No coaching required. It just knows. What if you find a mistake? Or maybe you want to update a statistic a year from now? With a human narrator, it's a costly, complicated headache. You have to rebook them, get back in the studio. It's a whole thing. With AI, you just edit the text, hit regenerate, and it's done. Instantly, for free. And with a voice that is a perfect match. This gives you a level of polish and control that was just unaffordable before. Now, let's be super clear. AI is not the perfect answer for every single book. For a deeply personal memoir read by the author or a high-profile biography narrated by a famous actor, the human voice isn't just a delivery mechanism. It's part of the content itself. In those cases, human narration absolutely still holds the edge. So what does all of this mean for your book's bottom line? We're not just talking about saving money here. We're talking about radically changing the entire profitability of your work. A simple look at your break-even point shows the incredible impact. To recoup that $4,000 investment in a human narrator, you might need to sell 1,000 copies. 1,000! With AI, where your cost was only $100, that break-even point drops to around 25 copies. 25! You can become profitable almost immediately. And I know what some of you are thinking. What about jobs? Is this just replacing people? The reality is more of a restructuring. AI is actually creating entirely new roles. Jobs like AI narration directors who specialize in getting the best performance out of the AI, and multilingual QA specialists to ensure quality across dozens of languages. The industry is evolving, not just shrinking. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Let's walk through the practical step-by-step playbook to take your manuscript and turn it into a finished, market-ready audiobook. Honestly, the process is incredibly straightforward. Step 1, you upload your manuscript. Any common format works. Step 2, you select a voice you like and give it a little direction on style. Step 3, you click generate, and the audio for the entire book is ready in minutes. And step 4, you do a quick quality check and send it off to the distributors. That's it. And here's a little pro tip. This is where you can really get creative. You can insert simple tags directly into your manuscript to direct the performance. Want the voice to whisper a personal insight? Just type in whispering. Want it to sound excited about a key finding? Type excited. This gives you director-level control without ever stepping into a studio. So why does all this matter so much? Because the opportunity here is enormous. The global audiobook market is projected to be worth nearly $20 billion by 2030. By removing the barriers of cost and complexity, AI narration is allowing every single author to get in on that growth. So look, that bottleneck that kept thousands of incredible books silent for so long, it's been broken. The technology is here, the economics make perfect sense, and the market is growing like crazy. The only question left is, with your readers waiting, how will they hear your story?